No, this show was not awesome. This show does not deserve a clip, an intro, nor a title. But I had to put a title anyway because you know what? This show does not deserve any of that. Oh my god. So what you know what? I feel vindicated almost. Because me, Romes, and Shifty, we called it on the show weeks ago. The build wasn't very good. I tried to I didn't go into the show wanting to hate it. I wanted to like it because maybe, just maybe, Triple H could pull it out. And with the talent involved, they could have pulled it out. No, they didn't. I don't know what happened, but from the word go, from the first match of night one, this entire show felt off. Like there was none of that WrestleMania feeling. A lot of the matches could have been on Raw or SmackDown. The finishes made no sense. I'll just start with night one. Night one was just not very good. This is not going to be a typical review. I'm not going to break down the matches. This show doesn't deserve that. From the opening bell of the first match, which was Jey Uso and Gunther, I just knew we were in for a fucking rough time.
Austin, you there? I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm back. My internet's shot, so bear with me here. This was... I'm sorry, but Gunther and Jay was not a great opener. I'm going to just say that right now. I mean, it was definitely not as bad as Jay versus Jimmy from last year, but good God, this was not very good. The fact that Gunther tapped out was beyond insulting. And I have seen people like go, oh, but he tapped at Ilya Dragunov. There is no way you're trying to compare Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther to fucking whatever that Jay match was.
Like, why is this guy called main event Jay? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I mean, why is this guy? If you can't get a good match out of Gunther, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, and second of all, why is this guy called main event Jay when he's had 2 straight WrestleManias now where his matches have sucked?
Exactly. And why are you called main event if you're opening the show? It does not make any sense.
Exactly. He's really not. I mean, Jesus. So.
And the fucked up part is, I know Jay can put on a good match with Gunther. I don't know if it was just somebody was phoning it in. I don't know if Gunther found out about the finish and was just like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't going to put in it much effort. But good God. Like, it wasn't great. Again, better than Jimmy J last year, but that ain't saying much because holy shit. And then, of course, we had to follow it up with a very cold tag match between New Day and fucking the War Raiders. First of all, War Raiders deserve way better. And the New Day, I don't know what they're doing with them. But that match did not need to be on WrestleMania whatsoever. Yeah. The fact they could easily do a triple threat TLC match and they're going to do it on SmackDown, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Beyond stupid. You had a U.S. title match that was good. Surprise, good. It wasn't, outstanding by any means, but it was good. Mm-hmm. It didn't need to be anything spectacular, mind you. But I would say out of all the matches from this weekend, it would be one of the stronger ones. So you know what? It was the right guy won, and that match just I'm just going all over the place here. The Jade and Naomi match, it was fine. It wasn't anything to write home. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but again, compared to a lot of the things on the show, it was fine. And then you had El Grande Americano. First of all, shout out to the Lucha Libre legend El Grande Americano. Glad to see him getting some recognition there. Ray Phoenix. Why the fuck are we having Ray Phoenix lose? I don't know. That's stupid. Also, not having Chad Gable on the card and only having El Grande Americano on there. Stupid. Justice for Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And then a match that could have been good, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I don't know what it was, but it was very sloppy. It was not very good whatsoever. It was stiff, very sloppy. Like, these two did not have great chemistry. You can tell these two have legitimate heat with each other because it felt like they did not want to work with each other. I mean, it was not great whatsoever. It did not work. And there were just way better women's matches this weekend, and this was one of those matches that maybe should have been better than what it was. And that's the unfortunate part about it. Because I know Charlotte and Tiffany can put on great matches, but for whatever reason, they could not put a good one against each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then, you know, you had the main event of night one, which, okay, you know what? Fine. You know, after the card that we got for night one, yeah, now I understand why the triple threat should have main evented. I get it. Now, granted, in hindsight, this should have main evented night two, and the women's triple threat should have main evented night one. Because I will tell you right now, the bulk of my rant is going to be on the night two main event. Because, yeah, night one annoyed me, but night two, that genuinely pissed me off. Because, you know, night two actually started very good. The first three matches were great. You know, I would even throw the Joe Hendry Randy Orton match in there because, you know, it was just a goofy little like 5-minute showcase for Joe Hendry, and it does make TNA, it gives them good attention. I mean, granted, people are like, oh, but it went for 3-5 minutes. Realistically, did we really want to see a 10-20 minute match? Like, no, it was fine for what it was. And you know what? Randy Orton's just happy to be there. You know, Joe Hendry got a good moment. It's like, fuck it. Who cares? Exactly. But then you get to Logan Paul and AJ Styles, and this is when night two fell off big time. And look, I'm going to say this right now. I as far as Logan Paul goes, he's a piece of shit. I've never really liked him as a person. I don't think I ever will. You know, but when he first came in, I'm like, okay, you know, this guy, you know, he's athletic. He kind of understands what he's doing. I would say he's a better wrestler than he's a fucking boxer. I'll tell you that much. But the fact that AJ Styles cannot get a good match out of you, that's concerning.
Yeah.
Because that match was fucking dull. It was long, boring, tedious. You know, Logan Paul had to steal the Styles Clash to get some sort of reaction, and even that didn't really do anything. It was not very good. You had a women's tag match, which again was fine. It's cool seeing Becky again, but what was the point? Like, it felt more like, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest Liv Morgan fan because I've been, for the most part, I've been very negative towards, not necessarily completely negative towards her, but I've been critical of her like run last year, world title run. But she deserved better, and you know, Becky, you know, whatever, they won the tag belts, fine. But that's not the basis of my rant. What really was the basis of my rant, what really, really set me off into this trajectory was the main event of night two. And I am going to say this to preface everything. Dwayne, if you're not going to commit to anything, stay the fuck away. Because what was the point of all of this? The fact this all led to fucking Travis Scott, mind you, not The Rock, Travis Scott What are we doing here?
Oh boy.
Travis
I don't get that.
fucking Scott.
And yet another nut shot.
And a kick to the dick.
Way. Yeah. The most uncreative way. At least with night one, the nut shots made sense because in context, the whole Paul Heyman drama, it made sense, because that's big. It was literally and figuratively a nut shot to both of those guys, his best friend, CM Punk, and his tribal chief, So, I mean, it was literally a nut shot to both of them. But, I mean, here, it was just the whole thing. Oh, one day you're going to have to go, make a choice between being good and bad and all this bullshit, So, I mean, we know you're not going to turn Cody heel, and it would be stupid if you did because, who's going to be the face of the company then? You don't have anybody else. Forget it.
No.
That would be stupid. So.
And I've heard people go, "Oh, Cena gave you a bad match on purpose." No, there's a way to do what Cena did, but do it better. The fact that I'm sorry, but it was slow, boring, and I understand John Cena. He's got a lot of ring rust on him. He's old, but I've seen the people at this stage of their careers have better performances.
Mm-hmm.
Cena could not bump to save his life.
No.
Like, he took 2 Cody cutters and he kept landing on his knees. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, can you not do a flat bump here? Like, what the hell happened? And it just... I don't understand here. Like, I understand the end goal was Cena beating Ric Flair's record and him winning the title. But why the fuck did he need to turn heel? Like...
Yeah, for that, you would think 17 should be a cause for celebration, because you would want that to be a moment of triumph. If you did that, you would want maybe, to have Cody lose the belt to say The Rock or somebody, or Randy Orton or somebody, and then John Cena come in to win it, So, I don't know. But
or if you're going to turn Cena heel, why didn't you have Cena turn heel at WrestleMania? Why did we have to go through this entire rigmarole of The Rock stealing Cena's soul to lead to nothing? Which that's the problem. This all has led to nothing. Cody looks like a total fucking bitch. He looks stupid, and you just made Cody look worse than he already did, because the whole storyline would have been better if The Rock wasn't involved, and Cena's whole thing leading up to WrestleMania was, you're not capable and you're not worthy of being the guy, and until you beat me, you're not going to be the standard bearer. And then you could have had Cena turn heel to prove a point.
Exactly. Same thing you did with Roman. Exactly. Same exact thing. That's what they should have done. It was right there, But, hey, so, hell.
This, and then on top of that, this is what I hated about the WrestleMania main event too. Cena was calling spots so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just tell what was going to happen. And also, Pat McAfee apparently spoiled the entire, the main event because he was plugging his show. What the fuck are we doing?
Serious. What the hell?
That is stupid.
That's dumb. That's dumber than texting plans. That's why they were texting plans to your wife and friends.
It was dumb.
Yeah,
as a whole, it's just. And then it became a finisher spam fest.
That's all it was. Yeah, it reminded me of some of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's matches where they're just training finishers. That's it. It's like,
bingo. Jesus
Christ. It reminded me of the documentary about Jake the Snake, where he's complaining about, he said that the guys went out and they were all just sitting there doing spots, and they're talking about how great it was afterwards. It's like, Jake, what did you think? He's like, I thought it sucked. or you guys were doing spots. You were doing no floor work. You weren't actually wrestling. So I mean, they weren't.
No.
I mean, it got to where it just repetitive. You're just trading spots and you're trading spots, trading finishers, and just going to kick out of them. I mean, a finisher is there for a reason.
You're trading spots, you're trading finishers, and then you had Cody go through all this. Travis Scott comes out, and it took him 5 minutes to get to the ring. It felt like, because he was just you slowly walk into the ring, he didn't show any effort whatsoever, and then all that to do nothing. The referee, oh my god! And then there's 5 rep bumps, and I'm not saying it needed to be as crazy as last year, but you could have at least had 1 or 2 people come out.
Yeah.
Apparently nobody likes Cody anymore because nobody helped them when fucking Travis Scott came out.
Seriously, that didn't make any damn sense. I mean, they tried to piss off the fans with this one. They tried to, and they succeeded. So, I mean, they tried to
that's what it was. They tried to piss off everybody, and they succeeded, but not in a good way.
No.
They did it in the worst way possible. And, I'd be willing to be fair and say, okay, maybe this is all leading to, because we all know this is just going to lead to Cody winning the belt back, which, fine. That's not the problem. But it's the way of getting there that you really have to succeed at. And I'm sorry, you just made everything up to this point now, because of that finish now, seem moot.
Yeah.
The same guy who beat Roman Reigns last year, defied all the odds, lost to a dick kick and a belt shot to the face. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's the part that I don't understand, is who came up with that?
I don't know how that is supposed to be considered a bad guy move, hitting the. I mean, that's what you do. The guy tries to hit you with the belt, you get it, you hit him back with it. I mean, that's not a heel move.
No, and plus Cena did it to him last month. So realistically, you would have gotten your lick back, and everybody would have said, "Okay, you know what? That's actually justified." But no, instead, Cody was like, "No, I'm Cody Rhodes, and I'm the white meat baby face, and I gotta fucking no." Then he gets kicked in the dick, belt shot to the face, 1, 2, 3. That was it. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, what? Why? If anything, if that was the way you wanted to go with it, hit Cody in the head with a belt. He kicks out. Then you hit him with 2 straight AAs or something, or you hit him with multiple AAs after that, and then you beat him. That I would have been more than willing to accept. But I'm sorry, I can't accept 1 belt shot to the face. That I will not accept.
No,
that was stupid.
That and a nut shot. That's it. I mean, that was a kick to the fans. That's what that was. That was a kick to the nuts of the fans, and not in a good way.
No, it was not. And again, I understand people go, "Oh, but Cena's whole thing now is he wants to ruin wrestling." Bitch, he already ruined wrestling. So
he succeeded beyond his wildest dreams.
This is Cena just being fucking. If this was Cena's character the entire time, where he's just yeah, I really just hate all of you, and I'm just gonna be this. He should really have the Bo Dallas character where he does all these heel moves, but he's just this over the top fucking cheesy baby face where he's oh, I love everybody, I'm a fair, virtuous guy, and I love kissing babies. Meanwhile, he's kicking people to dick. That would have been great, because that would have been John. That would work. But this whole I'm gonna ruin wrestling. No, dumb. They've ruined it. They've already ruined it. What's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
Oh my god, they fucked it. They've already fucked it. And I blame The Rock for this. The Rock is to blame for all of it.
Oh my god, yeah.
And Triple H, I'm sorry, but you're not blameless in this one either, buddy. Because you cannot sit here and be like, "Oh, we don't. Oh, I don't listen to the fans. Oh, I don't hear the online fans complaining. Oh, I listen to the fans of the fucking arenas." When the vast majority of people said that shit sucked, but not in a good way, you don't see a problem here.
When you have to have Screen Crush write an article defending your fucking shitty WrestleMania, you know you fucked up, man. Well, you have the worst geek site defending your ass. I mean, well, one of the worst anyway. But I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, they had some really stupid arguments too, like, well, you can guess that most of them probably were okay with it. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Jesus. I mean, they didn't seem like they were enjoying themselves to be. I mean, shit.
No, the crowd was miserable. Like nobody was like cheering or chanting. Like more people were cheering for Cena during the fucking main event, but even then, it was like nobody was like blown out. Like nobody was excited for it. Like everybody was dead for it.
Mm-hmm. It was nothing like the energy of last year.
No.
Or the year before.
No. And and I'm going to say this too. The Rock needs to stay the fuck away. Like if you're not going to commit to any of this, then don't fucking bother. There was no point in you coming back. There was no point in him coming back to just be like, "Oh, I'll work these dates, but I'm not going to come back for WrestleMania." Why? That's dumb. You fucked WrestleMania again for what? Because you were bored? Because you wanted to maybe do something? No.
Let's be honest. The only reason he did this is because his career went to the toilet after Black Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, he went crawling back to Fast and Furious, for crying out loud. He went crawling back to Vin Diesel. Man, he hates. I mean, so this is nothing more than a pit stop for him.
Oh, I agree. But if you're going to do this pit stop, at least fucking commit to it. Like,
exactly.
We're not saying you have to show up every month. I'm not saying you got to show up 24/7, but show up when it needed to matter. You were not anywhere near this build to WrestleMania, which made the whole Cena turn feel pointless. You didn't show up at WrestleMania to at least help Cena. So once again, what was the point of that? And then you had fucking Travis Scott come out because apparently Travis Scott, The Rock, and John Cena, the NWO, apparently, because they want to ruin fucking wrestling. But in reality, this whole fucking thing is just The Rock being a little piss baby because he couldn't get his fucking match last year.
I can't take Travis Scott's ass seriously because you look at Cody and look at him. Cody would fucking destroy this dude. Come on. X-Pac would destroy this dude, for fuck's sake. Come on, man.
He came out with that fucking hardcore. I swear to God, that is what really pissed me off. Not the finish, not everything else, but Travis fucking Scott taking 10 minutes to walk down the fucking ramp. What the fuck?
Dude, at
he
least
is
run
not
down
that
there.
big of a deal. I'm sorry.
He's really not.
And you called it. You called all of it.
Travis Scott interfering in everything.
I called it. Well, I was expecting, okay, well, Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins are partnered up now. That would make, what makes sense is if this whole thing was just a ploy by Seth's going to cost Cody the belt because Cody, and Punk are chummy, but he teamed up with Roman. So that would make sense, right? No, because Seth apparently was so fucking busy backstage beating up CM Punk or something to the point where he was like, no, I'm not going to get involved in this. It's like, so then what was the point of that then?
Yeah, I mean, that would have made sense. That would have made sense, or The Rock showing up would have made sense. That would have been that would have been, at least have made sense. That would have made sense. It's like, okay, they're really stacking the odds against him at this point, and then have him win the belt back, I don't know, next year or whenever they're planning on having win the belt back, because I'm sure they will. But, I mean, shit. I don't know where I figured they were going with this. Is I figured he would win this year. He overcomes John Cena, and then he finally faces the boss, The Rock himself next year. So I figured like a 3-year storyline, 2-year, whatever. But
I mean, for all we know, this could still be a 3-year story. Is Cody beat Cena, at SummerSlam or whatever, and then The Rock's like, "Fuck it, fine. If Cena can't get the job done, then I guess I'll do it myself." And then Cena and then Cody can beat The Rock or something, and The Rock can fuck off.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
Or God forbid, if The Rock really wants to stretch this out to get to the Roman match, just do the fucking Roman match.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it.
Why are we doing this whole? Because I'm sorry, as much as I like Cody and I do think The Rock and Cody would be a great match, or for what it would be.
Yeah,
that's not a WrestleMania match. Like that's more of like a SummerSlam, Royal Rumble. Roman and Rock is the WrestleMania match.
That would be. They're a physical match for each other.
Like I am just. The Rock is just fucking. I don't know. Like he really must be that fucking pissed off about Black Adam to really drive home this point. Like he is so. Are you really that fucking petty that I didn't go see Black Adam 5 times so it made profit? Rock, is that it? Are you that pissed off about it? Fucking goddamn you!
Still insist that it made profit and shit. It's like, dude, whatever. Come on, you're trying too hard now, man. Come on.
He was like, "Oh, the Zoa sales were a big part in Black Adam." Fuck off. Fuck right off. That is dumbest explanation I've ever heard. This
is all part of The Rock's, Black Adam's revenge.
This is the Black Adam Revenge Tour, and I'm telling you right now. Apparently, he's gonna have this big movie coming up soon, or he's gonna be working with somebody soon. Or if he doesn't get this fucking Scorsese movie, he's gonna ruin WrestleMania for the next 5-10 years because this man is just on a fucking revenge tour, burial tour like no other.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because holy shit,
it's like I think it was WrestleMania 32. Isn't that the one that they call the Vince McMahon Revenge Tour? And although there have been several of those, but I mean, something like that, or 26 or 27. Yeah. But I mean, it's like this is the Dwayne Johnson Revenge Tour.
And he wasn't even a part of this WrestleMania, which is worse.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I know. Crazy. Holy shit. I genuinely like that fucking ruined WrestleMania as a whole. Not fucking night one sucked.
Yeah.
But Travis fucking Scott.
Travis
fucking Rhodes, what's up?
Fucking
the first thing Rhodes hears, Travis fucking Scott. Fucking is his middle name now.
Fucking Rock destroyed WrestleMania 41. I blame The Rock for everything.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. Triple H had just not done the part the past 2 years, and this year, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. It's the first time he's really like on his own, and this was the best he could do, and he's answering criticism for it, and he can't handle it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Rock ruins everything. That's all. That's what it is. He ruins everything.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, the night started off so damn good, though. That it started off so damn good. Why went the women's event first? It's like, damn, this is a big ass match. This should have been the main event. That should have been the main event. Damn, man. I would have killed to have seen that as a main event. That would be a perfect way to finish the show. And I mean, Jesus. But I mean, the first couple matches, then you had Drew McIntyre and fucking
Damian Priest,
yeah, and they brought the happiness. I mean, they did good. They always do great, though. I mean, those two are always on top of their game.
I didn't care for the match. I didn't care for that match, but I liked it because it was actually a fun, like, they made me care about it while they were wrestling.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
McIntyre broke his spine for the love of the business.
Indeed.
Like, because me and my dad, we were laughing about it because he does the DDT on the steps, and we're both like, wait a minute, how the fuck does this hurt Priest? Because it looked like McIntyre hurt himself more than it did Priest. So when we're both like, wait, well, that tracks. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Like that night one was just already disappointing and bad on its own. But that second half of night two just fucking drove home.
Mm-hmm.
Just bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, most of night two was actually really good. It's just the main event and the whole like Becky Lynch and Laura Valkyrie coming out. That whole thing, I was just like, what the hell are we doing? Then I know Bayley got injured on Saturday.
Yeah.
That like threw me off the entire. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I thought Bayley was coming. Next thing it was Becky. I'm like, okay, like where did this come from? But
they brought in Becky as a pinch hitter.
And then Austin crashed into the barrier and hit a fan, or a fan fell down, or whatever the hell happened. That was fucking hilarious. Go ahead. Sorry, Austin.
No, I was like, when we saw me and my dad, we were watching. We were like, did he just crash through the barricade? Was that on purpose? Was that on accident? Was that work? Because I'm like, no fucking way. This man is he already that drunk to the point where he's killing people?
Yeah.
Somebody online said he's going to be the first guy to get a DUI in a football stadium.
I mean, it looked even worse. He not only hit the barrier, hits a fan. He's drunk as hell. He gets up, walks away, says what he has to say, then drinks more beer, and then walks away from a fucking accident.
It's like, damn, Steve.
It's too funny. And then Nick Khan shows up to check on the fan who, like, she fell like after he hit the barrier. It wasn't like right when he hit the barrier. It was just like a few seconds after.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she was faking and just because she knew like maybe she could get something out of it, but
maybe she's just kind of stunned and lost her balance in. But shoot, apparently they're all right from what I understand. But
yeah.
So that's good, but still, that could have been far worse.
Yeah, it could have been really bad.
Yeah.
Then they spoiled the freaking main event match too. It was like, what the hell is Triple H doing? Like, that made me so mad because I couldn't even enjoy the match. Even if it was a bad match, I was happy to see Cena win. I just couldn't enjoy it because that was already taken away if you were watching.
You know what? They should have just said, watch for the champ tomorrow on Pat McAfee. They could have just said that, not named who. They just said, watch for the champ tomorrow on Pat McAfee. And who will it be? Who knows? I mean, that would have been fine. If they really have to have him plug his damn show, that's fine. But I mean, I think he's a jackass anyway. But I mean,
dude, John Cena called him out today, calling him out saying you're always high on the mic, or you're always like, you're not in your right mind when you're broadcasting. So that makes a lot of sense with how bad he's been.
Yeah, true.
They muted his mic during Cody's entrance because he couldn't shut up.
I mean, I kind of wish Michael Cole would shut up too. I mean, Jesus.
He was botching calls all night. Like,
doesn't he always? I mean, shit. He's always so damn hyperbolic. I mean, damn. I mean, again, he has to hype it up because he's the announcer, but shit. I mean, Jesus Christ.
He called a fucking head scissors a blockbuster. I was like, what? Like, I was like, Michael Cole, go home. You're fucking drunk. Go.
Seriously, man.
Shoo.
Like, can we please bring back JR and the King, man? Come on.
I know.
Like Wade Barrett, we can keep Wade Barrett there. It's fine. He did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Wade Barrett was fine. Wade Barrett
he was okay.
Yeah. Justice for Corey Graves.
Yeah, bring back Corey Graves. Jesus.
Hell, I'll take Byron Saxton up to at this point.
Damn.
But it's just, oh my god. I'm sorry, but that fucking main event actually pisses me. The more I think about that main event, the more it genuinely the more pissed off I get. Because how the fuck did anyone sign off on that?
Yeah. I don't get that.
Yeah. What makes it even worse is that John Cena just had a great promo segment tonight. And I'm like, he never needed The Rock. Like, if you were just going to do the whole, I'm Aaron Rodgers, you get nothing, F you fans, whatever it was, like, just fine. We don't need The Rock to get there. Just have him do it anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he did a great job tonight. I'm like, and that's what made us so mad is that The Rock kind of had to interfere with the buildup of everything, and nothing was executed.
Exactly. Why if he wasn't going to show up, there was absolutely no reason for him to interfere.
The only reason Travis Scott, the only reason people cheered for Travis Scott because they thought The Rock was going to come right after him.
Exactly.
That was it.
I don't get it, man. I mean, then again, I don't run a multi-billion-dollar wrestling business, but still.
Yeah.
What the hell do I know? I'm just a fan. So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think they go from here? I mean, I think they're going to try to turn Cody. I don't know if they're going to try to turn Cody or to actually turn Cody heel, use this to try to turn Cody heel, or if Cody's going to just resist temptation and stick to his guns and stay the good guy and then stay the course, and then he'll win it back that way. And so, I mean,
I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to stay course. He's going to take some time off. He's going to come back with a little more edge, and I think by Cena's last dance or final tour, or whatever, he gives back to Cody, and Cody becomes a bigger star again. Because he has to lose to Cody Rhodes now, just because he's that face of the franchise. He has to lose.
Exactly. He has to lose. I mean, it would have made more sense to me to have him versus Randy Orton, but I mean, shit. I mean, that should be the retirement match. That should be his very last match. It's got to be him versus Randy Orton.
Yeah, they just announced he's going to wrestle Randy at Backlash. So Randy showed up tonight during the segment, got people like nostalgic feels all over.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be like his Michael Jordan last dance, where he's like wrestling Randy. He's going to wrestle CM Punk. He's going to wrestle Seth, Roman Reigns. I don't know who else they would throw at him, but they'll probably give a stack of like nostalgic for the fans, even though he's a heel.
Yeah, it's just Jesus, man. I mean, if he were good, you did not have to have him turn heel for this. There was no reason for that. I mean, Triple H said that it was his idea to turn him heel, and John's like, "I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'm here. You're paying me, so I'll be the best heel I could be." And he's trying. He's really doing the whole like you get nothing thing, and he means it. Like you get nothing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Austin, you all right, buddy?
Yeah, Triple H, The Rock keep fucking getting me.
Oh man.
You know what? I think you brought up a good point. The Rock was not, and we're gonna keep saying it. The Rock was not fucking needed for this build whatsoever.
No, it was not. It wasn't. There was absolutely no reason for this. I still don't think there was a reason for him to turn heel. It should have been like we talked about, him saying just like he did with the same basic thing he did with Roman Reigns. If you're going to be the guy, you got to go through me because I'm the guy. Right. I also don't think they should have gave him 17. I would have left it there. I mean, out of respect for Ric Flair, unless they just did it because they're pissed at Ric Flair because he's working with Tony Khan now. I mean,
poor Ric Flair. It wasn't only that Cena has 17. Charlotte didn't get her moment.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bad weekend. Poor Ric Flair.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're gonna have Cena turn heel too, you could have had Cena turn heel at WrestleMania. Like the whole build could have easily been, hey, you need to have that killer instinct to beat me, and have Cena throughout this build be desperate to get that 17th World Championship.
Yeah.
So then once you got to that moment, that would make sense. But now you fucked it because, of course, we had to interject Travis fucking Scott into it because, God forbid, we had to add Travis Scott. And why he walked down to the ring, why it took him 5-10 minutes to walk down to that ring while everyone just looked at him. I watched that shit and I went, why are we looking at him?
Yeah.
They're hoping The Rock's going to follow right behind him.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh, The Rock's coming on here. The Rock's coming here.
Yep.
The Rock's showing up. But oh man,
Yep.
that was just dumb. So dumb. And apparently Becky Lynch just turned heel on Lyra Valkyria. So
That was pointless. That was pointless.
Why?
When they announced that they're having their rematch, I'm like, oh, they're going to lose the belts and then it's going to go back to Liv. I'm like, why have them win the belts in the first place? That's just such a waste.
Yeah. Just for a WrestleMania moment, that's it. I mean, I hate
Yes.
Jesus.
I mean, Dom's wrestling Penta tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. So
Yeah. He's wrestling who?
Penta. He's a new.
Yeah. Penta. I'd much rather have seen Penta win. Sweet Jesus. Penta was kicking ass. But I mean,
and it seems like now they're building up to Orton Cena at Backlash, which we pretty much called that one.
yeah.
I mean, we knew it was in St. Louis, so we knew they were going to do this match at some point.
Yeah.
Hashtag this time it counts. because we got to have Randy Orton versus John Cena for the 500,000th time.
Why are the New Day bad guys now? Are they the Street Profits now? I mean, is the New Day the Street Profits now? What are we doing?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing with them.
What
I mean,
the
it's
hell?
not the same without Big E. They don't have a third member
It's
anymore.
really
It's
not.
really New Day anymore.
It's really not. I mean, it is not the same without Big E. I mean, Jesus.
Because last
That
year
does
oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. It's just I always liked the New Day because they always made me laugh. You know, them and their antics. I mean, people can call them silly or whatever. I get it, but they always made me laugh. They always kept me interested. You know, and they were always athletic in the ring. You know, so I mean, shit. So I mean, it was always fun to watch them. So, but Jesus, I don't know what the hell are we doing here with this shit? Jesus, God.
I don't know.
I mean, hopefully, at least, I mean, hopefully the promos between Randy and Cena are good, because that's probably the only good thing that's going to come out of this whole thing is the promos. Because the matches themselves, I don't think are going to be very good.
Yeah.
No.
I actually don't.
If you couldn't get a good match out of fucking Cody, you're not getting a good match out of Randy Orton. I don't care if they've wrestled 5,000 times. There's no effort going to be shown.
No.
Cena's going to come out with his little belt, and then Randy's they're going to do finisher spamming.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But a twist. In one spot, they're going to steal each other's finishers. and then guess how it's going to end? It's going to end with a kick in the dick, and that's
There
it.
you go. Exactly. And Travis Scott will interfere.
At this point, Travis Scott is going to be the new wise man.
Yep.
But this time he's only going to be exclusive to The Rock and John Cena. Fucking hell.
Oh my God.
So realistically, which one do you think was worse, Cena, Cody, or do you think Roman Brock at 34 was worse?
Oof.
Oh boy. Oh man. I don't know. I can't tell you one that was even worse though. It was
What about WrestleMania 30? Didn't Brock and
Roman and Brock Lesnar. I mean, yeah, Roman and Brock.
Yeah.
Roman and Brock was actually worse because I mean fans were literally booing at one point, and I mean they were throwing around the beach ball and everything. Jesus, it was
like
bad.
I shit you not. I was up for 5 fucking hours and watched it live.
Yeah,
and you know at that time I was like, all right, you know, you kind of figured, okay, Roman was gonna win, fine, all right, whatever, just get it over with.
Exactly.
Then they had Brock win in a shitty match, and we all stood there going, why?
It's like, damn, just pull the trigger at this point. Jesus Christ, put us out of our misery. Just do it. My God. Yeah, they had a bunch of shitty matches though, because all of their matches were just, I mean, him spearing Brock like literally 7 or 8 times, like 7 fucking times or something like that. It was something like that. And, I mean, of course, Brock just does a whole bunch of F5s. It's just spears and F5s and, the Superman punches. That's it. We just keep doing that over and over again. It's like, okay. What the hell? Oh, Rusev. It's like Rusev is back.
Look at that. The night after WrestleMania is much better this year than it was last year.
Yeah, exactly. Rusev is back. Damn, he looks mean too. Looks badass. He looks in much better shape this time. I like the bald look too. He's a lot trimmer this time. Jeez. But, oh man, yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess. So, hopefully they'll put on a better show next year. We'll have to see. I don't know. But I mean,
As long as The Rock doesn't interfere, maybe we get a better show.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
I mean, that's Triple H's out right there, is blame The Rock.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. Blame The Rock. Exactly.
Like,
but I mean, I don't think he's not going to do that. He's a company man. So, I mean, he'll take the heat.
Yeah,
So,
it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I am happy it's finally over because the momentum was not there for almost no matches besides Punk the triple threat match with Punk, Seth, and Roman. That was the only thing that had some real momentum.
Yep. God
damn.
That
match should have main evented night 2, and the women's triple threat should have main evented night 1.
Agreed.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been much better. Yeah.
Cody, if Cody and Cena opened the show, I would have been much more happy. I would have been accepting of that. Because if you're gonna have Cena and have that underwhelming match, at least start the show with that, so that way you don't have me up and watching a shitty main event. Like if you had me watch that women's triple threat, I'd have been like, you know what, I'm satisfied. But and I don't want to hear anybody making excuses. Oh well, the women didn't have great builds. No, I don't want to hear it. Because Cody and Cena had a shitty build to WrestleMania, and that shouldn't have main evented.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. So that would have been far better. Far more preferable.
And I'm not saying that the women's triple threat had a great build, but they still had a better story of Io feeling like, oh, I'm being kind of overshadowed by these two, Bianca and Rhea. And then you have there was more of a story there. Like people could be like, "Oh, there was a story," because these people are these internet wrestling fans go, "Oh, there was a story between Cody and John Cena." Yeah, there was a story, except there's one problem. There's one integral part to that story that people keep failing to remember. Almost is one bald man going, "Oh, well, Cody, I want your soul. That Cena I'm gonna take his soul instead." None of this made any sense. And I keep fucking repeating myself because, again, it continues and it bears repeating. This whole build to WrestleMania, and me and you, Rome's, we call this for weeks. This build to WrestleMania sucked.
Big time.
This build, not only did this build to WrestleMania suck, but everything that happened this week, this WrestleMania was snake bit from the word go. You had a really bad build. Their PR this week, whoever their PR manager is, needs to be fucking fired, by the way, because
Absolutely.
I cannot. The stupid shit that these people were allowed to say during Mania week is incredulous. So that didn't help. You then scheduled the Hall of Fame at 1 a.m. in the morning. Why? You then had Stand Deliver at fucking 12. The scheduling, the PR, and just the overall quality of WrestleMania this year, shocking. Almost.
Yeah. I mean, everything was bad. This whole week going into WrestleMania was just bad.
Yeah, it was. The whole lead up was underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all Tony Khan had to do? All he had to do was sit there and remain silent and don't say anything. Let them implode on themselves. And
Exactly.
You know what? Remember last year when AEW had really bad fucking like PR and they were going to do the CM Punk footage? What a difference a year makes on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really. I mean, last year, WWE looked like it was burying AEW, and now, what a difference a year makes. Wow. Jesus. Wow.
Hey.
I mean, to me, it's just like, what the hell happened? Like, I mean, was Vince that much impactful? Like, you know, just in general? Because they were using a lot of his storylines going into 40.
Yeah.
So it's just like this was the time where Triple H and Nick Khan and whoever else that's involved, like this was their time to really show what they can do, and they just landed on their face.
Yeah. But hey guys, I gotta go because I gotta run to the store real quick. I'll talk to y'all later, all right?
Yep. Talk to you later, Mark. Thanks for hopping on.
See you, Mark.
See you later, buddy. Take it easy, man.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go because my internet's fucking up, and
no worries, man.
And we pretty much, I think we pretty much covered everything. It just, I just don't understand because we're probably going to cover more of this on Friday with Shifty. Yeah. So this is just more of an overview. That's why I'm not really going through all the matches. Really, I'm just saying like my just general thoughts,
like the quick reaction.
Yeah, that's what it is. And what's frustrating even more is I'm not saying, you know, I understand you're not going to win them all, but you could have. There should have been more effort put in, and I don't know what happened this year. And I'm telling you right now, I was a defender of these 2-night WrestleManias. If this is going to be the quality moving forward, they need to go back to one night.
I agree.
Because, and even if it's like 6-7 matches, I don't care. It needs to be one night. There is no excuse for this to be 2 nights.
No, I mean, just go back to the 14 match format, one night. Everybody gets at least 10 to 12 minutes, and then the main event and the second before last gets like 15, 20 minutes.
Or something, or start way earlier. Don't do, like, if you're going to do a kickoff, do it at noon. Start the show at 4 or 5 o'clock, and then end the show at 11. Like, you could, there's a way to do it. Because the way Vince did it, the way Vince did it before and didn't make any sense, and it didn't work because he would start the show at 8 o'clock and it would end at 12.
Yeah, he was trying to do something like what boxing did, because boxing would start at 8 o'clock and they wouldn't end until like 12 or 12:30 at night.
And like, if you're gonna do stuff like that, do it. Like, if you're gonna do that, then do it on a Saturday when I'm not worrying about, oh God, do I have to go into work? You know,
right?
But it's just this 2-night thing now. I don't think is gonna. This and not to mention it. I really hope. Oh my God! And the fact that people spent so much money to go to that too. Oh my God!
Oh, like, the worst part is I'm hearing people who said that who are big fans of wrestling. Some of them actually really love what they've been doing, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Have you not watched what the product's been? Like, are we seeing 2 different things? Like that's what really frustrating too. I'm like. You do know this is not good quality wrestling or good quality entertainment wrestling.
Like, there are fucking people out there that, like, Rob was saying on a stream earlier today, it's sheep.
Yeah.
It's fucking people. And that's the problem. Tribalism fucking ruined wrestling. And it has continued to ruin wrestling. Because you have the AEW faithful that are going to be like, oh, no, AEW, everything's perfect. The WWE fans are just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a Triple H defender. I've been a Triple H defender. I've been saying, hey, compared to Vince McMahon, I'd rather him. And I still will die on that hill. But this WrestleMania was not it.
Absolutely. Like, Austin, I just go back to what Rob said on Storm's Nation, where, like, there's too many people making decisions. You have 4 people who can veto each other left and right. Triple H, Nick Khan, Ari Emanuel, and The Rock. Those are the 4 people who keep changing everything left and right.
And it just doesn't make any sense. Like, this is what
we got from this weekend because of those 4.
It was a clusterfuck and a disaster. Yeah, I don't know why. It feels like Triple H is just completely just ass back. It's ass backwards right now.
Yeah,
Oh, and apparently Rusev's back.
that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like I just mentioned. This night after WrestleMania for Raw is much better than last year's. Last year we got nothing. This year we kind of got a little bit of some new stuff. This
Yeah,
feels more exciting.
yeah, like this Raw it seems like Raw already feels like there's more shit going on, despite maybe not doing it the way they're doing it.
Yeah, I just think going forward, I mean, I'm hoping like Ari Emanuel and Nick Khan doesn't interfere with what Triple H is doing, and don't have The Rock interfere in it because The Rock really derailed WrestleMania 41.
He did.
Like, and that's what makes me so mad because watching John Cena's promo, being a heel, he really delivered a good segment promo with the fans. Even though he's playing the heel, you understood what he's trying to do. And I'm like, this is all we could have gotten without The Rock's help or The Rock interfering. He could have just still kicked Cody in the nuts after the Elimination Chamber match. Do what he did with the Rolex, punch him in the face. Just show doing heel stuff and then go from there. You didn't need The Rock to tell him to turn a heel.
And that's what makes it worse. Because if you
Yeah.
took The Rock out of it, this would have been it would have been better.
Agreed.
And it would have made more sense. But it's like, it's almost as if people are conveniently trying to forget, oh, no, guys, no, it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Because a guy that's supposed to be so integral to this is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, because for the last 7 months, after last year's Raw from WrestleMania, Rock tells Cody, "I gotta go away, and I'll be back later, and we'll finish this." He comes back during War Games. No, was it War Games? No, before War Games with Roman and Cody teaming up. You see him come out, and he does this, and people are like, "What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?" Next time we see him, he turns babyface again, and him and Cody are buddies. And then another month later, it's like, "I'm back to being heel, and I want your soul." It's like, what are we doing?
He's like, he's got like
Yeah.
fucking. He's got like bipolar. This version of The Rock has bipolar disorder or something, and he just became the Undertaker or something. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't like. Again, we'll talk more about it on Friday, but it's just, I don't get it. I really don't understand what was the end game here. Like, if the end game was Cena to win the title, there was so many better ways you could have done it.
Agreed.
Like, this just whole thing feels more like, and I don't want to hear the excuse of, oh, well, Cena turning heel was always the plan. Bullshit.
No.
I call bullshit. And I don't know why, and I don't believe that this was the Triple H idea. I think this was more of a Rock thing because, God forbid, this whole build, and it just, I feel like if you were going to have Cena turn heel, and we're going to keep saying it, there was a better way to do it, and they fucking went out of their way to do it in the worst way possible. And I don't know if this was done to prove a point, but regardless, it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, Triple H is very, very diplomatic, so you're not going to get a real answer from him.
No.
And the fact is, he has to answer for it because The Rock's not there to answer for it. That's the shitty part, too, is that he has to sit there and deal with the criticism.
And that's unfortunate because it shouldn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
I would just come out and say, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck that. No, it wasn't my fault. It was this person's fault. Because I know Triple H can book. I've seen his stuff in NXT. So what the fuck happened in the grand scheme of things? Is there somebody else there that's like fucking him over? Like, or
it's got. Sorry, it has to be The Rock because last year when they did their documentary after WrestleMania, where they did the whole show documentary about The Rock and what happened, how they pivot, Rock trying to get credit for it. I mean, Rock mentions that he just calls Ari Emanuel and pitches ideas to Ari Emanuel than talking to Triple H. I mean, that right there shows you like that. He doesn't have to talk to Triple H, but hey, I want an idea and I want to do this. No, I don't have to talk to Triple H. I'll just go to Ari Emanuel. And I can get my way because he owns WWE, not you. We all work for him. And I think that's the frustrating part.
It is. It is the most frustrating part. I mean, is it the worst WrestleMania of all time? No.
Oh god, no. I still give that to 11 or probably WrestleMania 11. 11 was so horrible.
I mean, 11 wasn't very. I mean, 32. I think that was
32 was
worse.
bad.
34.
Yep.
That was bad too.
38 was even bad too. 38 was another bad one. Like at least the main event for 38 with Brock and Roman was another dud.
That was bad, but I thought at least night 1 of 38 was good.
Yeah, that was better. It's just the third. It's just night 2 wasn't that great.
I mean, I put 27 in there. 25 is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd put maybe 15 or 16 in the worst, categories where I'd put fucking 30 or 41 in there, but it wasn't good.
No.
Like, I'd say out of the Triple H one so far, it's the worst one. I mean,
Yeah.
with no questions asked. But I mean, it just wasn't good. Like, I really wish like I could just it's unfortunately this is more The Rock's fault than anything.
It is. I really put a lot of the blame on him for really ruining the last 6 months of story building.
Again, for what? Like, is he bored? Like, does he just not? Is he bored, or is he like he just got like time on his hands, and so he's just like, oh fuck it, I'll come back for a couple months. If you're not going to commit to it, don't show up. That's
Right.
the part that fucking mind boggles me more than anything.
Right, because I can't imagine Triple H being okay with this. Like, okay, well, I got to wait for The Rock. I can't do what I want to do because I have to wait for The Rock. Like, that's got to be frustrating. Like, even though he won't come out and talk about closed doors, hopefully, maybe 10 years from now when Triple H is no longer running things WWE, maybe we get a tell-all book from his side of like his time running WWE, from the Vince McMahon era and going into the TKO era. I really would love to hear more of like the behind-the-scenes stuff with him.
Yeah.
Because he has to have a lot of stories.
Oh, he has to. He should, I hope he gets to share them eventually. Because oh, and Stephanie Vakir just showed up.
Nice.
It's like they're fucking pulling out all the stops here. Holy crap!
I know, right? That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I feel like watching Raw a little bit tonight. The first hour, it felt like all the bullshit has been finally lifted after 41's over, and it feels like we're now maybe we're getting back to normal where we're gonna get because this is like the new season of wrestling for WWE. Maybe we're now gonna get a fresh piece of paper, and we're gonna maybe have a much better story run now that we have a lot of new champions and that whole thing. Maybe something changes for a little bit or something.
I mean, I hope so.
As long as The Rock doesn't interfere, maybe we get something.
Maybe, because I mean, you got Rusev in there, and there's just a lot of things that they need to be fixed. So
Agreed.
Like I said, we'll talk more about it on Friday. Maybe like some of my thoughts will change, but heading in, especially with the week. But we'll see here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With that being said, we did go over the hour mark. I'm surprised we even got this. I didn't think it was gonna be as long as it was, but
I'm not surprised. We all were frustrated back and forth, exchanging messages since yesterday, all weekend, not just night 2, but night 1 as well. I mean, it was just a frustrating weekend.
It was, and that's the problem. Like, it sucks that we even have to be doing this because I don't want to be coming on here complaining. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Neither do I. I just want to talk about how great the product is and how, we're seeing some really good stories, some good storytelling, some good matchup build up, and things being executed right. But that main event last night was so badly executed. Hey, we're just gonna do what we did night 1. Let's kick Cody Rhodes in the nuts, just like Paul Heyman, punch Roman and CM Punk in the balls. Like, is that what we're doing now? Is that the best execution that you can come up with?
It doesn't. I would guess so, because that's all they can do.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we'll be back on Friday. We'll rant more about WrestleMania and then some.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what Shifty has to say about it. I'm very curious about his thoughts of WrestleMania. Austin, you there? I think he lost his internet again. But yeah, those who are watching right now, leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think of WrestleMania 41. Did you guys like it, love it, hate it? Was it too mid? What was your favorite match? Did you love the first match of night 2 with Rhea and Bianca and Io Sky? That was a great match. Really, really good execution by all 3 women. Even though not all of them great with the promos, their matches are phenomenal. So I would say, I would love to hear what you guys think about that match. Night 1, I think, has some good matches too. The triple threat match with Punk and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I would love to hear what your people's thoughts on that as well. And what you didn't like, did you not like some of the tag team matches? What's your thoughts of Becky Lynch coming back? I would love to hear that as well. So much that happened over the weekend. Austin crashed the barrier. What were people's thoughts on that? Obviously, that was not scripted. I'm pretty sure he was shit-faced while he was driving the quad or the AVT, whatever it was. Overall, it was definitely night 1 was not great, but night 2 I think had some better matches. It started to feel more of a WrestleMania event. Unfortunately, the main event didn't live up to that kind of expectations, but at least we had a lot of good matches on night 2. Austin, you're back?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna end it now before my internet shits.
All right.
So
Okay.
again, no outro, no intro because fuck it, WrestleMania 41 did not deserve an intro or an outro to the stream. So
You get nothing.
No, you get nothing. We'll be back Friday. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Austin of Rome's and Mark signing out.
Later.